So finally, at 9:57 p.m., we get Cody's entrance. I wrote, finally, some star power here. And it was perfect. He was in the ring at 10 o'clock for Cole to do the still to comes. And they had the graphics right at 10 o'clock when people are switching around or whatever the they're doing. They land on the ring where the biggest star in the company, the champion, is in the ring, and Michael Cole is announcing their main event with graphics on it. Perfect timing. And the crowd olayed him. Ole, 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 ole. Now, I thought that was Spanish. Is that French? Because they're in Montreal.
I don't know. Every time they do it, I don't know where it comes from. They used to do it for Jose Reyes on the Mets. I don't know. It's a soccer thing, I think other people have said. I don't know.
Well, now, soccer isn't Spanish as much as it is European, right?
Right.
But what does that have to do with the French people? And why then, if it's about a soccer deal...
Did you ever think maybe it was a tribute to Ole Anderson?
Well, why does the bullfighter say ole? Ole, ole, ole.
He doesn't sing the song, I don't think, to the bull.
Well, I thought that's how they called it.
I don't know if you're necessarily an expert in bullfighting, Mr. Hemingway. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, no, I thought that music has the charms to soothe the savage beast. I thought they sung ole, ole, ole to calm the bull down so they could fucking skewer him.
Well,
anyway.
Yeah.
They olayed him, and they chanted Cody, and then he asked them what they wanted to talk about in French. He said, parlez-vous, oui, oui. And they pissed right all over him. And he's going to face either LA Knight or AJ Styles in France coming up. And I think we know what that's going to be, unfortunately, because we don't want to see LA Knight do a job, but we don't want to see LA Knight versus Cody. And he thanks Seth watching at home, and then the crowd said, thank you, Seth. And then he started talking about The Rock. And Brian, would they be talking this much about a match that they don't ever plan on having?
They're setting up next year's WrestleMania, I think.
And the gift, apparently, that was passed and then put in the hand and blah, 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 was the watch that Dusty pawned a long time ago to send Cody to wrestling school or whatever that story was. And
in the press conference after WrestleMania, he said he got it from, I think, Triple H and Bruce and Nick Khan.
Well, this watch is being passed around like an old hooer. But anyway, Cody said if he was going to bleed, then The Rock is going to bleed with him. And then he brought up Tama Tonga joining the Bloodline. He said, we got questions about the Bloodline. Here's who we got to talk to. And he brought out main event Jey Uso. They are going to try to push him, Jey Uso being him, as the guy on Raw, apparently. And how the fuck well do you think that's going to work from what we've seen over the past few weeks?
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Cody put Jey over and he offered to watch his back tonight. But Jey, I said, I got to do it on my own because I'm the Yeet master, Mr. Yeet down. He started gesturing to the fans now when he wants them to say Yeet. This is going to get old, and it already is, and it's going to backfire on him. The ridiculous rock. The ridiculous rock hot dogging on the fucking punches and the spit punch and the slap punch and the insistence on conducting the crowd with the facial or the arm gestures whenever he says Yeet. He ain't that over. And I think he's miffing some people a little bit with doing that because it's too much. Let them do it, but don't tell them when they got to do it. LA Knight came up with that actually as a heel, remember? And he was doing it for himself, and the people got with him doing it. But he didn't start out trying to instruct them and everything to goddamn do, and it wasn't so just hot doggy. Do you know what I'm saying? Am I relating this correctly?
He must be selling merch. People seem to pop for him. But to me, I agree with you. Also, I'm sick of Yeet. It's overdone. Now it's just stupid.
To be honest, I think Yeet is what's floating him. Because the work is not there and the promo is not there. He's got the word and the catchphrase and the thing he can put on his shirts and his glasses. But if they get tired of that and they get tired of him acting like his shit don't stink, it's going to backfire on him.
I'll disagree with you on one thing. I think he does have the promo.
But when he was promoting the family, when he was telling the story, when he was promoting his brother, but when he's just doing with the fans, and I'm the Yeet Master, Mr. Yeet Down.
That's bad. I agree with that. That's
I'm just saying. And then Cody left and saying, "Until we yeet again."